Om Shanti. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. The sanskars of Brahmin birth are of purity. On the basis of the personality of purity, Father Brahma became Adi Dev and the first prince. Similarly, you have to follow the Father and also come in the list of those who have the personality of being number one. Because the sanskars of Brahmin birth are of purity, your nobility and greatness are based on purity. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avakti Parivar. Today's day 19. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Today's topic: the sanskars of Brahmin birth are of purity. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay. Purity keeps us okay, right? Unshakable, immovable, consistent. Whenever we are shaking because of any reason, it's all inner impurity of some kind. There could be external situations which shake us, but it is more internal. Whenever there are certain challenging and adverse situation, I always think of Brahma Baba. How he was able to be stable, unshakable, and consistent. Consistent means you don't stop. You move, keep moving forward. Otherwise, it could block our efforts, create obstacle. All right, obstacles will come, but my journey shouldn't stop. It's very, very important because if we're taking long pause in the journey, you won't make it in time. There won't be the achievements which I am looking for in this Brahmin pure life. Mm. So purity actually is very important because subtle obstacles, impurity because of purity. Because as much we move forward, there will be more and more scenes of drama. It's like studies. You go higher in studies, the exams are also bigger. So same is, but our capacity is also more, right? So there are some souls, they say, why should I then move forward? I am okay. Mm. Slow and steady wins the race. Even if it's slow, but it has to be steady, right? You have heard the story of air and turtle. Turtle was very, very slow, and air was very fast. So when he looked behind, oh, he said, turtle is so far, let me have a nap. So he went under tree, have left. And turtle slowly, slowly keep moving and reach before air because when he woke, it was too late. So fast, but what is important is steady, consistent. Like tortoise, he didn't stop. So obstacles come, challenges come. How quickly we overcome that they don't affect our stability and our journey stops. So, by saying that sanskars of Brahmin birth are of purity. Sometimes there are certain souls, they behave in a way that, oh, is he Brahmin? Is she Brahmin? Because the way her interaction with others or her face. So Dadi Gulzar used to say, no, when somebody doing something wrong, at that time the sanskars of Vaishya or Shudra have emerged. So that is why Baba is saying you have to immediately remind yourself that my original sanskars of purity. And I feel when there is purity, you really will have true love for everyone, bring benefit to everyone, think good of everyone. Mm. And always in our company, we should remember what I did right that others can also be inspired and do it. I was remembering today, Dadi Gulzar and we were traveling in Caribbean. So there were some changes happening. So I had to go to travel agent to see if ticket can be changed. And then Dadi Gulzar said, what I will do sitting here alone, you take me also. I said, okay, let's go. So I am talking what we want. And she was sitting in a corner, very quiet. And I thought she doesn't relate because it was all in English. But then I realized after some time when I remembered that scene that she was in Baba's remembrance, power of silence. So what I am doing get accomplished. So I remind myself that everyone is doing action, right? Trying to rectify, try to improve, try to progress. And whatever I can do or cannot do, let me be in silence. Let me invoke the energy, the vibrations where it could be helpful to others and resolve the situation. So it is both kind of, it's not you only just sit back, do it, whatever has to be done. But if you cannot do, don't create more heaviness, confusion. Just sit in silence and give sakash. But that's seen. mm, So in our lives, we have many, many such examples of dadis. We used to had a very big project called Global Cooperation for Better World. So Dadi Janki said every hour, 1 hour per day, from 4 to 5 afternoon after rest, she will do yoga. She said it's for the project. It's for all of you so that you have courage to continue. Because there are always certain adverse situations will come, but we have to overcome them, right? So purity allows us to go into that silence, to go into that quiet. So Baba is saying that the sanskars of Brahmin birth are of purity. Immerse that awareness. I'm a Brahmin soul. Purity is my sanskars. On the basis of personality of purity, Father Brahma became Adidev, first deity, and the first deity at confluence age, and first prince. Similarly, you have to follow the Father. Hmm? You have to follow the Father. Also come in the list, and also come in the list of those who have personality of being number one. Because the sanskar of Brahman birth are of purity, your nobility and greatness mm, are based on purity. So not just be happy I'm pure, but look at your nobility. Mm. Look at your love for everyone. Look at your personality. So Baba every day clarify for us and ask us to look at our percentage of purity and inspires us to become number one like Brahma Baba at confluence age and in golden age. Om Shanti. Hmm.
Om Shanti and dear Mohini Didi. Guess where I am?
You are in Peace Village with family, right? French
Yes, I'm Peace Village with a French Canadian family. So nice to be here. I remember the days when you used to always be with us for the French Canadian retreat for so many years. So your presence is still here. And to show you how synchronized I am with you at the moment, when I was looking for Baba, I need beautiful flowers for Mohini Didi. Can you please find me flowers? So he find me beautiful flowers in the garden, and they are the same colors as the one behind you. So they are lilacs flowers, very nice white and purple. They're very beautiful flowers. And I promise I didn't take the fragrance. I was waiting for you. So you can take fragrance now. You can
Thank
enjoy the fragrance. I didn't take fragrance just for you, but the same color as the flower behind you. So it's almost as if you are now with us in Peace Village.
Yeah.
It's lovely to be here. Peace Village is so beautiful at the moment. Nature is, we would think, looking at nature in Peace Village, that golden age is almost coming soon. And I was reading we received the bulk message Baba gave through you last Sunday, I think. And I was really, really touched by this word, the ascending stage. And I know you must have been speaking about it already a little bit, but I was wondering if you could share a little bit of, inspiration to go deeper into that concept, that ascending stage, because we know very well the descending sometimes, or the fluctuating one, or the zigzagging one. But what about the ascending stage? I was wondering what helps you to maintain the ascending stage.
Mm. One is you continue with the efforts, right? In the sense, as challenging situations come, never get discouraged. Always keep courage. Remind yourself, Baba is always there to help me. No, Baba says, those who keep courage, I help them. But also the other part of half of that is your ascending degrees will bring benefit to everyone. No, because we share this story of a spider and the king, right? You remember or you heard
Yeah.
that story that this king had defeated in the war battle with another king. And then he's sitting sad into this room, and this spider is going up, then falls back, then goes up, then falls back. So he got inspired that why can't I make more and more attempt? So when if I have ascending degrees, there are many who will say, but if Didi Mohini is doing it, why can't I do it? Let's do, let's do. Like even to be consistent in a Vyakti Parivar every day. There are many, they say, oh, if she is so regular, why can't I be? So it's very simple. Doing ascending always doesn't mean climbing, but ascending is also to be consistent. And when you are consistent, definitely you are ascending, right? And when you are ascending, you are inspiring many souls. And I think that's what, as a good guide or co-traveler, I always learn with Dadis. Dadi Janki especially had this nature that, once there was World Meditation Hour. So I was in the room in Indraprasth in front of, the room in front. So she came out exactly in time to reach Om Shanti Bhavan for World Meditation Hour. And she looked at me, are you coming? I said, well, I was not too well. But she didn't stop there for my answer. By the time I thought I'm going to tell her, she had gone far and reached towards the end of Tower of Peace. And I liked it in the sense it stayed with me. Ask everyone, but don't stop for anyone.
Mm.
No, so what I'm saying that because of her, she just walked fast and she had to reach. Otherwise, there are many of us say, okay, I also wait for you and sit down with me. Now I am not planning to go or I am late. And now other person saying, let me sit. But she didn't wait. She didn't sit. But she asked because otherwise I would say, Dadi, you even didn't ask me what's going on. But she didn't wait for the reply. She's gone. So
Mm.
ascending, in other words, is also your aim is there, you have target, you just go. Don't wait for anyone. Don't sit and say we are friends, we go together. Dadi also were friends, but she didn't stop. So there are certain acts which we remember and helps us very much to follow. And that's what I had been really telling all the Brahmins, that do actions and love, everything do in such a way that other person not only take benefit but learns from there. One word is training. Now training could be teaching people, but other is inspiring. And this way what happens that not me but all of us together, move forward. And there are many, when they find that it's little difficult, they are inspired, they start moving forward too. And I would describe ascending degrees to be consistent, to continue, and don't wait or stop because of any obstacles, but just keep moving and inspire everyone.
Mm. That's very inspiring an answer. It reminds me many, many years ago one day, I used to call you almost every week a long time ago, bulk message and this. And one day I was telling you how I found that some people were not, doing this or they were not following. And I think you just told me, I remember that my whole Brahmin life, you told me, Eric, just be in the light. And those who see the light, they will follow. So don't, think of them too much, but just be in the light, be with Baba, see the light. And those who see it, they will follow. And it helped me a lot to keep maybe that idea of being consistent and keep moving forward. But connected to what you were sharing earlier also about purity, I mean, we all are transforming our sanskars. We're
Mm.
increasing the purity of the soul. But because there's still impurities sometimes, even I know in tomorrow's Murli, Baba said, even one thought of impurity will affect you. So when we try to keep moving forward, sometimes we do get the obstacles from our own impurity. And it seems like this is reducing, my enthusiasm, my
Mm.
courage, and in the Bog message, Baba was saying that laziness can also become a cause, for you to slow down. So how do you manage keeping moving forwards when the problem comes from within, from that our own impurity?
I think that, yes, it does emerge, might not be as vices, but as weaknesses, no? Because maybe because of body consciousness or because of ego or any vice, but the way it emerges in the self is that you lose courage and kind of you become lazy or even careless, right? I always remind myself that I came to Baba, I started journey, and I'm almost to reach my destination stage of perfection. I've reached up to maybe 80%, 90%. It's another 10%. It always happens that when you are traveling, and then a time comes you are very, very tired. So most of the people, but if you go back, it will take so long, right? But if you move forward, you will reach faster, right? So bring this thought that there is little more journey. No, there is a song, Baba's Murli also, Baba says that what is the travelers of the night don't get tired because dawn is about to come, right? So same is like remind yourself that you have renounced all the vices. A lot of renunciation has happened, but now with power of tapasya, let me burn, let me destroy all the weaknesses and bring the power that is virtues in my life. So encouraging yourself that very little is left. It could happen with exams, it can happen on journey, it can happen in relationships. Okay, people have lived together for 50 years and now they're thinking we can't get along. Let's divorce, let's separate. But you lived 50 years. Now there might be another few years of the life. So why are you causing that separation and sorrow and starting your life once again? One very, there was someone 60 plus, and she said, I want to separate. I said, but he's such a nice person. And no, I can't. So I said, no, you can because now you will separate, you will rent your own apartment, you will be alone, then you will think so many things. Anyway, she decided not to separate. It was, and they're living together. And so only thought she had to separate was because of some kind of like, I don't have to take care of anyone, I don't have to be with I just want to be independent. And then after some time, her health was very delicate, and some situation come with both of them, and they start seeing that there is interdependency in life, and because of that, it's good that we are together. So sometimes in both lives, spiritual life or locking life, or even with the job, like you all reach to certain point, which is either retirement or at least you get enough money. Somewhere you negotiate, right? You just don't drop off and say, I'm not going to do anymore. Then you won't get anything, right? So somewhere our reasoning, our logic should help us to move forward, hmm, to continue to do it. So weaknesses are there, but don't get discouraged by them. Hmm. Like if there is protein deficiency, you keep using protein, keep using, or vitamin B or D deficiency. So you take supplements, no? So we have to find whether good songs can help me, chit chat of knowledge can help me, whether reading Murli again will help me. You find what is helping you to overcome these weaknesses. And of course, Baba is there to help us, right?
Mm. I don't know if many of us would look at it as, okay, only 10% left, but I'm very curious to know if you are looking at your ascending stage. For you, what do you look up? What is waiting for you? What do you aspire? If you were very personally to say, okay, my little 10% is missing, what are you looking at? How does it look, the top of the mountain you're looking at that you want to reach?
See, there are two things. One are like big weaknesses where you make mistakes, whether in words or whether in your attitude. Or other one is like I have to look at Baba and I say that looking at the body, the vehicle. So there are certain things which I am not very able to do perfectly, but I look at Baba and it's not my weakness, but this is what maximum I could do. But I don't allow myself ever to be discouraged. Because if you lose courage, then life becomes really very difficult. And then every step you take. But then Baba says, don't get fed up from your body. Then sometimes when you look at that, how Baba is allowing you, making you instrument, that means you have to still go a little more so that you can reach to that both ways completion of stage spiritually, but also maximum use of your every breath and every second of Brahmin life for serving the world. So both the goals are being fulfilled and Baba is helping you, giving you the opportunity. Let's do it. Keep courage. And definitely Baba's help is more and more there.
So I know that when we almost reach our destination, when we're going for Madhuban, for example, when we get close, we get very excited and feel, oh, we're almost there. Do you
Mm.
also have personally a kind of excitement like this, that you are getting very close to your final stage and you're almost done? Are you having special excitement, or it's okay, I've been doing
I
it?
don't know. No, I don't think I get excited, but I just feel sometimes very, very close, very close. And just I have to embrace it and say, okay, that's it.
Mm.
So, yeah, I don't get really, I'm not a person who get excited, but like deeply more contentment and more stability and
You don't
whatever.
get excited, but it feels you get more full. You get more like a full moon, it seems more like there's a special glow in you that I
Hmm.
think all of us can see very, very clearly, and it's been growing, 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 growing. So I'm trying to get a sense of what is it when you're almost becoming full moon, but I'll get
Hmm.
excited for you. When I get really much better, I'll tell you how it feels when we get excited. But I'm not in 90%, so I have a little bit more climbing to do, or consistency, like you say. Thank you, Mohini Didi. Enjoy and lots of love from the whole French Canadian family here in Peace Village. I'm really enjoying and taking lots of benefit from Baba's home here. So loving greetings.
There is toli.
Yeah, I can share with everyone.
This is called Bombay halwa. We have
Bombay halwa. I don't know
Karachi
that
halwa, but now this is and then there is laddu.
one. Nice.
Okay, accept.
Okay, next time I'll try to bring Montreal halwa and see if I can share Montreal halwa.
Oh, right, with your butter and banana.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mohini Didi. See you very soon. Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar, everyone.
Thank you and love to the French family.
I will pass it on.